building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him.
And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gibson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Here is Eckler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Eckler. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Working with his 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second down and goal. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Cameron Curl. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. The ball comes out. And picked up by the Chargers. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll look to throw here.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
2nd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next is Washington 35, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Gibson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Once more, Gibson.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Madison.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alexander Madison, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Washington 49, Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Herbert. Open man, Butler complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reuben Foster. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.